It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great
I got a broadcast out.
It'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
I ain't gonna post this shit in the chat after the
New
game.
Orleans Saints.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October.
Yeah, I didn't really get in the game.
And
I
off we
get in the
go
game.
on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Soon the game started, you come here, yo. That nigga fumble. Man, this game trash. I run the RPO, I catch the ball, dog. They let this nigga script me, dog, before I catch the ball.
Team script plays to start a game so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you.
It wasn't no catch, if anything.
Not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was
they
never in the
fucking
script
fumble.
because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
I can't challenge this shit.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
And he stopped immediately there.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
2nd and 10.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
3rd down and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Hold him, bitch. Bring that shit back. You're a bitch ass,
He
nigga.
gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
It's the last of the season.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Carr. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move.
20 plays ago, 28 yards.
What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Wow, that's a nigga on the fucking phone.
Now after the
Straight
touchdown,
out. Man, that
here's
nigga on
Butker to kick it away.
With the Jaguar?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Rockets good, too.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by
like
too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you look at the Saints defense,
it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And a terrific return. Corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
1st down, here's White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught by Tucker. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down and 6 now. Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr. And that is incomplete here. But you look at this defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground, because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Carr completes it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Kamara. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Again, it's Carr. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, it's Carr. Rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And taking it right down Broadway. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. Right back to him on 1st down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
White running to the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for the offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now a play fake. Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. They'll dump this one off here to White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Once again, it's White. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. And they're going to get him. They bring it down with sack back at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. On 1st down, Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
93. What's up?
Now Carr. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On 1st down, it's Tucker, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not have a run back here as the second. Starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. Now he's loose again. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Baker changing the play at the line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's caught by Chosen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
They'll run on first down. It's Tucker. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A quality run by Kamara, who's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Winston. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
Another big play right there. This is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lunt's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a... 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Gets around him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. Only able to gain a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8. Moving the chains. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now, this one taken in by Olave. And he is is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's Olave bringing in another one. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. They're looking to throw this. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Winston here to throw. That'll be caught by him. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble. And oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He might score. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.